Hey everybody, Joe Vanourney, Cherry the Geek TV. We are here at San Diego Comic-Con 2024 talking about the brand new TV network, MeTV Toons. We're here with Jerry Beck, who's an animation historian. Talk to us about MeTV Toons. What is it, what kind of programs are on it, and what differentiates it from previous things like Boomerang or Cartoon Network?
Excellent, perfect question. It's a brand new TV network. We're not necessarily aiming this channel at children. That's one of the differences between this and Boomerang, Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, and the other channels out there that run a lot of cartoons. We're aiming this at a more sophisticated audience. Kids who are around in the 90s and the 80s and remember the cartoons they grew up with, and we're bringing it back because that stuff's been kind of discarded. A lot of new cartoons have come around, in the last 20 years. Adventure Time, I love all that new stuff. SpongeBob, great, we love it. But what about all that great, cool, weird stuff we watched when we were younger? And when we say younger, we're also aiming for people that are, 50 years old plus, 40. It doesn't matter what age you are. But, we're presenting it in a way that we hope they'll like. It's not, like, for example, one of the main things that I do on the channel is I write these little interstitials called Cartoon College, where we explain some of the jokes in some of the old cartoons that might be dated, or some of the titles of the cartoons that it's a pun of a movie that nobody today has ever heard of. So we give you some more in-depth background about the cartoons themselves, who made them, and that kind of thing. And we also show them in newly restored prints. We've badgered the studios. We've badgered the studios to make the copies available to us in the best possible quality. As far as I'm concerned, we're doing everybody a public service. This is the greatest channel ever. Of course, I'm going to say that, but this is, to me, is a dream come true.
It seems that there's a genuine love of cartoons from the people involved, and that there's a sense of curation with the programming, right? You're kind of thinking of the audience as the shows are getting programmed. One of the cool things that you're also doing is that MeTV Toons is going to have specials throughout the year. One of the specials is coming up Saturday, July 27th. It's Bugs Bunny's 84th birthday. Happy birthday, Bugs.
Yep.
Talk about this day. It's a 24-hour day so devoted to Bugs. What are some of the things people can expect to see?
We're going to run a whole marathon of Bugs Bunny cartoons the entire day. Now, if you actually watch it, you'll notice, in fact, it's going to be up to the audience to guess what the theme is. Every hour has got another theme. In Bugs' Bugs and Unusual Jobs. I curated an hour that's Bugs Bunny's history, where we see Bugs as a little kid, we see Bugs telling his life story in another cartoon. Anyway, we do all kinds of funny ideas that group those Bugs Bunny cartoons together, Bugs and fairy tales, things like that. And then we'll have a special that'll run periodically throughout the day tomorrow. That is a kind of a celebration of Bugs Bunny with a lot of on-camera talent. Talking about how great Bugs Bunny is and what he means in film history, cartoon history, that kind of thing.
That's awesome. Why do you think it's important for these cartoons to be preserved, restored, shown to audiences, just not only new audiences, but fans that grew up on them?
Cartoons throughout the years. Now, it didn't start this way. Animation in the beginning was a novelty, the idea of moving drawings, early sound, Disney. It was aimed at the full movie-going audience back in the original days. Throughout the years, TV came in the 1950s, animation became more geared towards children. And suddenly there was a perception that animation was a kid's medium. And so even when something like The Simpsons had come on, it was unusual that there was a primetime cartoon aimed at grown-ups. That was unusual because the perception of animation had sunk to such a low level. New animation comes along and the old animation is cast aside. It's our thing to preserve those cartoons, represent them. There's a whole new generation who's never seen it. I'm just so delighted that kids today will grow up seeing some of these classics that I grew up seeing, and they hadn't seen them 2 years ago, 5 years ago, the last 20 years. So I think it's very important. It's an art form. This is classic entertainment. That's why, I'm involved. That's what I try to do.
Well, people can see all these classic cartoons, the Flintstones, the Jetsons, Scooby-Doo, Bullwinkle, Huckleberry Hound, and more. Check out MeTV Toons. And check out Cherry the Geek TV for more coverage here at San Diego Comic-Con 2024.